Hey guys, it is May 29th in the evening. I have turned up the air conditioning so I can start to sweat and thaw out. Everybody wants a lower temp. They say I live like a lizard, but I don't want to wear a sweater in the middle of the summer in Austin. Anyway, this is a 9 player. There's a 27 player on the way. It's about 7:30ish, so pretty good time frame. Should get those tournaments filled. Drinking Dewar's white label with a clear ice cube. Nice. I was gonna go for my old standard tequila, but decided I wanted something a little different this evening. Had a good time hanging out at a pool party with some friends last night. It was nice to get out, and I get to have that standard conversation that seems to happen all the time with people who have jobs instead of a calling. Like, are you talking about work? And I'm like, oh, you guys make a distinction between work and play? Oh, you haven't devoted your life to your calling? Oh, I'm sorry, you just have a job. Okay, yeah. So you would like me to quit talking about the most important things in my entire life that I dedicate myself to helping students, helping people with the opiate epidemic. You would prefer I talk about what exactly? The duality you've created in your mind between work and play as if they're separate things? No, there's just one moment and I just live. Is Robert meditating? Is Robert having doer's white label? What is meditation? What is doer's white label? Socrates smiled after his hemlock. I'll register for a 27 player $5 tournament. We'll see if it fills. It already has lost a couple people, so maybe if I sit here, it'll fill up. 6 more in the 27, so we'll get that going as soon as I can. Yeah, that conversation. When I talk to people and they start talking about work-life balance, I just, eh, I get out of that conversation. I'm like, I can like you folks plenty, but I don't want to hang out with you. Excuse me. But Robert, we're at a party. We don't want to talk about work. I go, why wouldn't you want to talk about the betterment of our species while we're around the pool, having a tasty beverage? I mean, isn't this what you do in your free time? I mean, you're not reading Schopenhauer and Heidegger in your free time just for fun? Just shits and giggles? Just something to discuss at the bar? Oh, is that just me? Okay. Sorry. I didn't mean to rain Jiddu Krishnamurti down on our doer's white label conversation. Work and play, the duality, black and white, male and female. It's really just one thing. It just expresses itself in two forms. Is that just me? Am I the only one that sees that? Just because you can't see the interconnectedness doesn't mean it's not there. It just means you have limited perception. Ooh. See, Matt and Table for 2 CE credits. The edits for that were approved and put on the website and teachable. The suspension masterclass, next level pain relief suspension, was submitted to the NCBTMB for 36 hours of CE credit. Tons of stuff going on. My mother, Elizabeth Gardner, is helping with some of the posting of my videos on Facebook and Instagram. We're working that out. Helping me with some clerical stuff so we can get video posted. And I am out of poker shorts for TikTok. So hopefully I'll get some out of this. It's just starting to get back. I start to sweat. Feel like a lizard, one of the excuse me, one of the Anunnaki, one of the lizard people. It's nice. Sweat. And here we go. Let's get the second one set up here. And there we go. I will do my best to flip screens. I find when I don't have as much practice at it, I'm not as good. So we'll see how it goes. See if I can do this well. Interesting. It's weird. I don't know if I want to play that with much strength. That's one of the problems I have with that particular hand. It's like, am I ahead? Does a guy have Queen Jack called on a fluke? Now, he's pretty sure I'm not letting it go, right? Betting in position with this made sense. The board is absolutely atrocious. Nice. Uh, I'm in position. I'll call this. there's a really limited range of when I think this is going to be ahead. I have to be careful with this many people in the hand. Somebody's not going to catch trips. It's a pretty good flop for me. Does somebody have queens, kings, or aces? Let's just call. Let's see what happens. I'm hoping it's another, a 9, some innocuous card. Yeah. It also gives me a draw to a straight. Nice. All right. I would like to thank Doers White Label for the courage, the liquid courage that allowed me to play whatever the hell that was. This is exceedingly ugly. Oof. It's a pretty heavy bet there. I'm going to let it go. Part of me wanted to call, but he's in position and it's probably going to call for the bulk of his stack at this point. Yeah. And I think I would have taken it, but oof, ugly. I'm trying not to gamble too much here. Just thought it would be like I'm ahead 3,600, right? Like how much of that do I really want to use trying to beat some guy out with a hand like that? I mean, I presumed he had something, unless it was just a huge bluff with a pair of twos. Okay, buddy. Oh, sure. Bottom pair turned into full house. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Jack three turned into a straight. Always. Yes. Somebody give me a jack and no more diamonds. You guys got ace three offsuit. Number eight. It's quite heavy on the bets there. Hmm. Somebody's got a flush. One's king high, one's ace high. Nope. Hmm. Come on. No. I was gonna do big blind special, but not at a jam on the button. The jam on the button looks weak to me, but they do have a pretty small stack. It's like they're trying to buy it. Would I be ahead there? The world may never know. Ooh, little pushback. Wow. Hmm. Wow. I thought about betting, but didn't know if he had the flush and was trying to bait me. Was trying to get out cheap. Probably means crappy ace. Could have been on a flush draw. Wanted to see another card. So could he have the queen or jack of hearts? Let's see what his bet size is. I don't love it, but I'll call. Ah, nice. Guys, I would not model your poker playing after me. You have to consider the context and the tables that you're at. And my saving grace is that a lot of the players at the tables are worse than I am. Not to say that I'm good. Like in the poker rankings, like I'm probably not that good. But when you're making bets like that, yeah. The thing I learned about poker that's really insightful, and I want you to keep this in your mind. So in your meditative like focus, when you're lengthening your spine, clearing your nervous system to remain clear, open, and focused on your game in poker, it helps if you have better cards than the other guy. Just know that. I looked at Hunter S. Thompson's day planner for the amount of cocaine, Chivas Regal, and what he ate and how he wrote. I'm doing fine. I have a health regimen compared to Hunter there. Come on. Give me 2 5s and a king. I would like the big blind special, please. Ooh, still not too bad. Give me a 4 of spades at the turn. I'd like some additional outs, please. I ordered them up from the poker gods. I'll call 150 on that. Call. Ace nine suited, not super excited. Will be totally dependent upon the flop, what I do there. And that is not the flop that I wanted. My suspicion is 3 of a kind or a flush draw. Gives me some good additional outs here. Fuck it, let's do it. Nice. Didn't even have to reveal. That is what I call situational awareness. I will rejoin the hand because I am doing absolutely nothing here. So an ace falls at the river, a 9 falls at the river. Are you ahead? It's easier to just let it go. 200 chips? Let's pick another hand. Thank you again, the Doers White Label. Much appreciated. Your blended Scotch whiskey. Whiskey? Making me slur. Let's see here. We'll bet. Didn't even notice number 7 was sitting out. Looks like I'm trying to steal here. Number 8 doesn't have a lot left. The 2 is particularly weak, but I am suited at least. Good. 1 gets out of the way. Nice. That is the problem with being the small stack. You don't have much left to fight back with. Very, very challenging to play from that position. And I am going to get a beer. It is beer. Fold. Go away. And offsuit in position. Let's call here. Oh, come on, man. I'm a little more confident about my hand at this point. Somebody could have Jack 8. I find it unlikely, but we'll see. The ace is the most likely. The flush didn't hit. For 100 chips, sure, why not? Nice. Good Lord, what is going on with these tables? Gonna bet half the pot again. Puts him in. Nice. Again, these are $1 and $2 tables. There's been a lot of comments on TikTok I've noticed. People are like, what the hell are you doing? Oh my God, you're the worst poker player I've ever seen. No, it's tournament structure. This isn't a cash game. It isn't a ring game. It's a sit and go for $1 or $2. So you get what you get. The context changes the game. I don't necessarily recommend you play exactly like I play, but I've played on Bovada at this level long enough to know not is all as it seems. And yeah, I lose, sure. Like you could take fucking Doyle Brunson and put him on here and he'll lose sometimes. Variance has its way, and when a guy is willing to play as loose as they are here, you can lose. Something like this. What do you think? Would I have had the edge going for the flush? Fold. Wonder if I get to play that. Come on, let it go. Drawing to a straight at the very bottom. Ew. Let's see, does it lead out? Well, that's a pretty definitive bet there. 2 times the pot. I think I'd rather just let it go and wait till a better spot. Patience. To me, poker is a tutorial, a tutelage for life. And it's a little bit like meditation. Meditation is interesting because people talk about, they want to still their mind. They want to do all these active things. I want to improve my life. I want to. Meditation mostly just allows you to see life more clearly. Then you can make better choices. But it doesn't feel like you're actively doing anything except paying attention to the swirling thoughts in your mind and getting those to quiet down or turn off. Doing meditation as an active practice, trying to make something happen, doesn't particularly work in my experience. You can have an active practice of forcing yourself to sit down and pay attention. But the Buddha didn't achieve enlightenment until he stopped striving, until he just let go. Poker to me is very similar. Well, I wish I had this hand. I wish I had that hand. Okay, well, you have the hand that you have. Are you ahead? I have the hand that I have. Am I ahead? Now, I'm big stack. They're taunting me. They don't like it. It's fine. You got to pick a better spot. How I play is based on whether I think I'm going to win. If I know that the guy's going to fold to a heavy bet, what do I do? Mm-hmm. He bets 200, I'd call. Just absolute airball. What does he bet here? So I could call, showing him what I have, hoping I had a higher hand that he hadn't connected at all. But what do I think is the actual edge when I've got 4,500 chips? Come on, pick a better spot. Situational awareness. Aware of what's going on at the table, aware of your table position, aware of table image, aware of your bankroll, making better decisions. Part of the way that you establish what's true is by negating the false. The Socratic method was asking questions. I don't know. What is the nature of the good? I don't know. Is it that? Is it that? Is it that? And you keep swatting away the things that aren't the truth to at least get closer. But when you get rid of the false, what's left? Poker philosophy. To me, it falls right in. A gentleman at the party last night, he made like a poker table for some folks, and we were talking, and he said that he felt like Holdem was the purest form of the game. And generally, I think I agree. Holdem really caught me. I haven't even wanted to play Stud or High Low or Omaha or other games because it's this sweet spot. And maybe I need to explore other games just to play, but there's a sweet spot. I'll call that. Give me a king. Ah. Meditating, trying to make something happen. When meditation fundamentally is just increasing awareness and watching it happen. The difference is what role do we play? What choices do we make? What do we choose to engage in? People sometimes ask me about yoga and the lack of a physical practice, taking out the mat, doing hatha yoga. And the honest truth is, once you get to a certain point, what's the purpose? Is it calisthenics? Are we just trying to be in shape? And in my case, I was really trying to hone consciousness itself. And once you're not in pain and you're able to sit comfortably, you meditate when you're not on the mat. All of life becomes a meditation. Do you meditate at the poker table? Yes. Do you meditate while you make love? Yes. Do you meditate while you drink beer? Yes. All of life becomes a meditation because you've increased your awareness to include totality and you've collapsed duality on itself. Yeah, I said it. Take that. I had a problem with my washer. It was knock, 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 knock. It was a knocking. Normally, I can run the washer in the background and you can't even hear the damn thing. But in this case, it was knocking really bad. So I had to do some research and I bought some straps, which I got to replace or return. They were the wrong ones because they had the wrong model. Then I got the right ones and with some rods and some springs and this and that. And I got scrapes on my hands. I don't know if you can see those. But I got like scrapes on my knuckles and stuff from replacing and repairing the washer from a YouTube tutorial. But if you don't have the patience to sit down and watch the YouTube tutorial, take out a ratchet set and a screwdriver and go through the steps that you have to do to replace it, you can spend a whole lot of money. But a little bit of patience and the most efficient delivery of information that has ever existed for an entire human species in 2022 is available to me at a click. I'm recording myself playing poker online for Bitcoin. I don't know what's going on in the world, but I have a hard time explaining it to people, and I'm constantly in awe. It is ineffable. It is not even something I can say because I'm so blown away by it every day. Oof. What a turn card. So yeah, patience. Like, I've got the cards, I'm trying to force it to happen. Well, I bet, and then the guy jammed all in with jacks, and it's like, yeah, the guy had the right hand in the right position in the right situation, and win it back. Now, if I would have called completely out of position in the big blind, would I be ahead right there? And that was pretty nice. They let it go to me. One more to the money on the 9 player. Will not be this hand. The Zen teachers, it's just sitting. Zazen. They kind of strip it away, in a sense, to its bare essentials. It's just sitting, just breathing, just sitting, just breathing. What are you trying to accomplish? What are you trying to do? Do you have a sense of capitalist gains while you sit and meditate? Did you read the book Siddhartha? Hermann Hesse? What are you trying to accomplish? I'm going to make myself a better person. And when I look at the story of the Buddha, I see the struggle, the striving. And the middle path was between the two, right? It's like he fasted till he almost died. He was so weak he could barely walk. Just starved himself. And the middle path was moderation. All right, we're gonna bet. We've been pretty inactive over here. Let's see what happens. He didn't bet after the ace. They let it go at the other table. Fortunate for that. Nice. The middle way is, well, again, it's that duality, right? Do you really get to the middle way without, this is a good question, without the duality, without the striving and doing nothing? Do you really get there otherwise? I'll call this. Why not? I got a pair. Let's do it. To the money? Oh, of course he gets two jacks. Give me three. Nope. I did have a pair and a big stack. Just trying to get to the money. Just trying to force it. I wasn't living the path in the middle way. There's a place. It was like talking about pranayama and breathing exercises and controlling the breath. And people were like, that sounds horrible. I'm like, why? And, well, you're not supposed to control it. And it's that thing, like most people breathe unconsciously. They don't think about their breathing at all. So to think about your breathing is, wow, what the hell is this? But it's a constant within Eastern traditions, martial arts, yoga, meditation, complete constant. Why not? I got okay, buddy. Oh yes. Now what? Now bet. 200. Let's go. Another heart. You got a heart? I don't have a heart. Did you improve? I'm not sensing heart, but let's do it. Nice. Just had a jack. And you can lose, but how much did you lose? Ah, situational awareness. Let's do it. Nice. Getting rid of the false. That's a big one for me. That meant a lot. That's a different thing. Well, I want to find the truth. I want to find the truth. And finding the truth is a lot of like, that's not that. Nah, I've looked really deeply. It's not that. Let's look even more deeply. No, I don't think it's that. What are you left with? Fuck it, let's go. Teaching Thai massage. Young lady I ran into last night asked me about it. She's like, "Oh, you teach Thai massage?" And I was like, debatable. And I noticed my own response because I usually don't want to play up um, being a Thai massage teacher anymore. It doesn't speak to me as a categorization. I don't find it beneficial. I find it more confusing than anything else. The other $5 27 player tournament has started, but I have a hard time managing 3 tables, so I'm just going to leave it alone until this other table shuts down. I'll call it. Give me 2. Yes. Now that looks pretty interesting. What do you think? Let's check that. Let's bet over here. It's a call 5. Let's do it. Let's see if he's got it. Oh, aces. Come on now. Oh shit. Maybe we'll load it up. Where is it? Oh, it's not even loaded correctly. Interesting. Oh well. I'd have to do some finagling to work with the software. I'll just wait till it's done. I don't really want to go out with aces on the first hand, but we'll see. It just doubled up with the aces. That was nice. He was not letting go. He had a queen. What is like queen and a 9 or something? Let's see here. I remember reading. Let's do it. Oh, come on. Get the fuck out of here. Good God. Statistically, it works. Anyway, let's close that down and move this into place. Good God. No, wrong one. It normally works, folks. Come on, you got ace king. What are you gonna expect to do? 3-handed? No, you just lose if the guy catches that. We made something at least. So this is the $5 table, and this is the $2. If he had not jammed all in, would I have kept going? With an ace, ace king, come on now, get out of here. It happens, but statistically, my play will hold up. He has a 2% greater chance of beating me out because he's got a pair, but otherwise, no. And also important to remember, we didn't lose money. Actually made a little bit. Queen 10 offsuit. Weird hand. Does he fold? Ooh, I'll call that. This could be murky. Feel a little better about it when it's suited, but we'll see. Depends on the flop. Fold at the other table. The Jack 7 was not speaking to me. I have a big air ball. No. I have no idea what's going on. There's two people after me. Did the master cleanse at one point for 10 days. And the master cleanse is the lemonade diet. So you're giving yourself caloric intake, but it's maple syrup, lemon juice, cayenne pepper, and a lemonade that you make yourself. And I didn't eat solid food for 10 days. And I don't feel like my sinuses are normally stopped up any more than most people in Austin feel stopped up because of allergies. But I didn't want to start eating after 10 days. Like I wasn't hungry. And I went, this is a little weird. Like we need to back off a little bit. We need to go back to like eating solid food again. But when I would sit down to meditate, active sitting meditation, it was entertainment to feel the air go through my nose and sinus passages. It was like watching TV. It was so mentally sharp and focused. They gave it to me. Chick, 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 chick. And it's hard to explain that state of consciousness when people's consciousness is all over the place. And in all, honesty, I don't feel like an expert on the matter. There are certainly teachers who have done more, studied more, gone more deeply than I have, but as a Westerner with very little in person instruction, I've experimented pretty obscenely on my own. Still can't believe those tens. It happens. At least I made the money. If I was going to take the risk, it would be then. After the flop, very rare to hit the turn or river 10. But I had a 4 and a 6 on the button, and I had a 6 at the turn. It could have been 3 of a kind. It's like, yeah, but. All right, we're on a break there. A break for 5 minutes. When I read Rajneesh for the first time, and at that time I didn't know him as Osho, Meditation, the Art of Ecstasy, I found for a quarter at a thrift store in Baton Rouge. This, I didn't know anything about him. Nothing. It was just some book, some guru looking guy sitting on a bookshelf in Baton Rouge. And I got that book and completely flipped out. I was like, this guy is either Jesus or insane. I was like, I've never heard anyone speak on the range of topics that this guy is talking about so eloquently and be able to put information together in a way that makes so much sense to me. And when he talked about meditation, he's like, just watch your breath. Don't do anything else. You can read books, you can watch movies, you can take walks, you can swim, but just watch your breath for 6 weeks. It is a Herculean, like 6 weeks? Like, don't do anything except watch your breath. And it was so simple in a sense, but so challenging at the same time. It's the thing about doing yoga when you're not on the mat. I see similarities, and I suspect that each teacher, Thich Nhat Hanh, Lama Surya Das, Ram Dass, Ramana Maharshi, Osho, Rajneesh, different parameters. Different teachers, different experiences. You're going to pick up Shinryu Suzuki. You're going to pick up different things from different teachers in different ways. It's them trying to impart their own experience in some way. As a teacher, I see it with Kristen all the time. I feel like I say the same things again and again and again to students, but is their level of awareness capable of picking up what you're throwing down? I think I've learned more about body work from teaching than I have from doing body work, because you're dealing with information and you're dealing with segmentation and incremental retention. Poker. Did I read poker books? Sure. I read books by Doyle Brunson and Gus Hansen and a few other guys. I like them. I think they're great books. Doyle in particular, I loved his stories, in addition to like Super System and some of the theory. But I got more, I think, out of playing the game and being in situations and looking at the statistics and pulling out a statistics calculator and, being able to figure out what was going on at the table, situational awareness. It's like, if you're a woodworker and I'm not a woodworker, you can teach me about it, but does it really make sense until I start doing it? Once I work with a Dremel, and once I work with the tools, and once I work with the sander, and work with the sandpaper, and work with the glue, and work with the clamps, then it starts to like, oh, that's why they do it that way. Kristen has had that realization several times teaching now, where she's like, "Oh, that's why. That's what the fucking. That's why. Why don't they want to work on a mat?" It's like, Kristen, because they don't work on a mat. But the mat's so much easier. But they don't know that. They're not taught that in school. We have to teach them that. Oh, sure. You're gonna let me river her straight. Always. Hoping 19 and 6 fold. I prefer to just take 22 heads up. No jack, no king. Nice. Fold. Fold, 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 fold. 17 jams I'll call. The rest of them not so much. Nice. I dedicate myself to mastery in a Jiro Ono. Jiro Dreams of Sushi was a revelation to me. This sushi chef who just dedicated himself to Edo style sushi, sashimi. I just was like, that's it. It's the template. Like this ongoing fixation on perfection. Like that's it. That's what I've been doing. I'm not really feeling it. Let's see here. Blinds are still small. Oof. All right. Well, let's ooh, ouch. That was rough. Oh, yes. This is a better position. Now, who's trying to draw on a flush? Not him. It's not really about, even though I use the word perfection, it's never going to be perfect. It's just mastery. I wanted to raise the bar for the species. I've seen Jerry Garcia just like he looks shiny eyed like he's on acid, and he talks about moving humanity forward a step. And that's exactly how I looked at it. That's what I was trying to do. Maybe they caught two pair, but we'll see. Give me another ace. Ah, and such is poker. Let's call. Don't love this, but got a suited ace. The other hand sucked a bit more, the aces losing that way. Gonna lead out with this, but a little more reticent. Really prefer to just pick up the blinds. Just a horrible flop for my hand. Did not improve even remotely. I'll call that, but yeah, just absolutely nothing. If he bets again, yeah, I fold. Just complete trash. Interesting. A call. Getting beat up at these tables. Could have definitely like a loose ace, which was not happy about. See check here. $700 in the pot. I'm gonna check. Just see if it'll let me check it down. Trying to avoid a conflict. It's just in my head. Yeah, King 10. Okay. Out of position. Damn it. I don't want to lose half my stack with this, but I think if we're gonna play it, that's how we're gonna play it. I'm suspecting a pair from number 6. But he's also short. He doesn't have much left. Yeah. Come on, give me an ace or a queen. Ugh. It's complete trash. And this is it. This is the $2 table, by the way. If we go out, we go out. Ace and a queen over a pair of nines. Now, how did I know that that guy probably had a pair? How did I guess that? Situational awareness. I've sat at the tables long enough. It's a judgment based on his stack size, based on what he's done previously, a whole host of things. And I don't have a software running that tells me everything going on. But you're going to fold every time you have ace queen? It is not over yet. Just takes a hand or two to be able to recoup. Oh, sure. Give me a 6 the turn on my king 6 over there. Was this table, but... And now we are at the final table on our... let's see. I think it's a 27 player, but this is the correct. The $2 table. Queen and a 9. Oh, yes. 2 times the big blind. What a solid bet. I think it's just better to go ahead and get out of the way. Oh, sure. As soon... Oh, good God. Anyway. Let's move on with life. Attachment leads to suffering. Of course it's going to be pair of queens at the flop. 5th place is where you make any decent money here, but we'll see what happens. That's a little better. If it folds around me, we'll see what happens. If there's limpers, yeah, I'll bet this. And if it folds to me, I'll jam. Not super happy with that flop. I'm just going to get out of the way now. 2 limps. They're not going to let it go. Of course, it's the queen again. Good God. Nice. Now let's see if they fold to me. Because I'll jam if it folds. So on the limps, I don't think queen 10 offsuit is strong enough. Fold, fold, fold. God damn it. Because I don't ever feel like it's a real bet, but I don't think queen 10 offsuit is strong enough. They could have a pair of 2s. And it's also important to note that we did make the money again, even if we haven't made much at this point. All I got to do is double up 2-3 times, and I'm in first place. That's good enough. We'll see what happens before me. Let me see, a lot of aces and clubs. I know I'm getting called. If he folds, I'm going to laugh. Wow. All right. So I do not know what's going on at this table, but thank you for your fold, sir. I appreciate your contribution to the cause. Long term for your bankroll, it's not just taking first place, it's being able to win consistently. Oh, let's see here. How about a big no? How about a runaway? Excuse me. I hit it straight. High degree of variance. Lot of shifting at these final tables because the blinds have gotten so big. The blinds are 600. I've only got 4 big blinds left. See what happens. Super ugly board. I'm assuming you had an ace. What is going on? You bet. It's 19 call. I'm going to check here. Nice. 2 pair. Let's see what happens here. Dying to see this. Bet half the pot. The other guy let it go. I mean, could he have 10-7? Yes. He'd let it go. Old. About to get beaten up by the blinds again. Ugly. 2 diamonds or a jack? That's my guess. Maybe an overpair. Maybe queens are higher, but excuse me. I would appreciate checking it down to me and getting 2 4s and a 5 at the flop, please. Not what I wanted. Not what I wanted. Chick. Chick. Let's bet. Come on, you limped. Got something. It ain't a super something, but let's see. Uh, that is a big no. Go away. My situational awareness tells me that I am not ahead. Sure, why not? I got a jack. No 10, please. No 6. Nice. Ugly board. Oof. Ugly. I don't know what happened. That guy had ace queen. I would like to bet this. Let's see what happens. Man, just damn. I don't think it's strong enough. Part of me wants to call, but I think I'd rather wait till a better spot. If he hadn't have jammed, but like, and all in, half my stack. Oof. If we were 5-handed or more, maybe. Five-handed or something, you know, I might be able to throw down with you, but Still doing pretty poorly. My second to last, no, third to last. Yeah. So people are going to go out pretty fast. 3 of the stacks have over 7,000. They're probably going to weather pretty well unless they make horrible mistakes. I need to double up really fast. Fold. Brutal. Wow. If it folds to me, I'll jam. At the table, I'm going to let 6-9 offsuit go. Does this fold to me? It's enough to jam. In fact, if I get some limpers, I'll probably still jam. I don't have anything left. Yeah. I don't love this situation, but I think that's necessary given my stack size. There's nothing else to do. Does 19 let it go? Because 18 could have woken up with a hand, any pair. We'll see. Nice. It's always nice when you flop it. That doesn't happen all the time, folks. I don't know if you believe that or not. Let's see. King and a 7. How about check? I was in the big blind. How about... Ooh, okay, this is a rough one. Let's see what happens. Do I want to jam? And would those guys let this go? We've got one prior limper. I'm just gonna let this go. I don't know what 16 is up to. That's a really tough spot. Part of me wanted to jam that. The problem is 7 and 3 have such large stacks and are on my left. Oh, rejoin. Yes, I would like to rejoin. Though I'm not gonna call you. Fold. It's just not enough. Now, you have a pair of 5s. There's an ace, a 10, and a 7 on the board. Are you ahead? And that's the challenge. That's why it's like pretty much push fold. If those 2 guys go out. Yep. Now we went up in the money significantly. Let's see. Let's bet. 18, I don't really want to get involved, but we'll see what happens. All depends on what he does. 15 could jam and I would call. Nice. Uh-oh. He took it. Fold. Get away. Not very good. But I feel a little better. We caught a straight. Got a heads up. That was nice. Doesn't happen very often. Not a lot of blinds left, but definitely not strong enough. Somebody take number 11 out. Move up in the money. Oh, it didn't look so bad now. Want to draw for a gut shot. Oof. And they chopped it. Ugly. What an ugly hand. So these guys get involved. He doesn't bet. He bets actually 3 times the big blind, and that'll be a fold. I will not be engaging with that. Somebody else may likely, if they have anything, because they don't believe him. All these big stacks next to him. Ooh. Wow. Weird. Why didn't you just jam it? I don't know. That actually spells strength to me for number 19, but we'll see what happens. This is a more interesting. I'm going to bet here. Queens. Wow. Both of them. Makes sense. Chopped it. Jacks in first position. Could be trouble. We'll see what happens. 27, I hope, gets out of the way. His stack is so big. The other guys, I'm not as worried about. Yeah, number 20 was in a small blind, which is advantageous for me. 11 calls? We'll see. Nice. Just pick up the blinds. Feels good. Jacks can be particularly problematic. Less than 3 blinds left. Ouch. How about a no? Let's see, somebody's gonna call. I think the cheaper way to deal with this is basically you're hoping for the flush. So I'm probably just gonna flat at 200 and see the flop and then determine whether I think I'm ahead or not. When I get 3 spades, I'll assume I'm completely behind everyone else and I'll slow play till death. Chick. He bets, I call. Where 27 gets too involved. Trouble. Come on, 15, jam it in. You know you got a queen. And what's 20? I'll call that. And I will check that, pretend that I don't have it. And let's bet half the pot. Nice. I was fairly certain I had that one. Nice. What a amazing turn card. In our $5 tournament, I am now in first place out of 12. Now, granted, you have to get to place 5 to even money. And I think money is like 10 bucks. So you have to get to place 5 to even get your money back. The structure is different for the tournament. I'm gonna bet here, see what happens. I'm hoping they just let it go. 19, good. I was hoping 19 isn't like on tilt and decides he's gonna play every goddamn thing against me. This is pretty good. I'm gonna bet. Ooh, how do you flop it over there? Good lord. Yeah, you didn't see it, but he flopped the bottom end of a straight. I don't have much left. This is pretty much the way it goes. Like, he could have anything. He's got a huge stack. 5th place, we made some decent money at least. He may fold. We'll see. Just a limp, not too strong. Got an ace. Oh, come on. Why do you got to give the guy a straight? I made 486. We'll go back to the other table. We made something. You put in $2, you make 486, you made profit. And this is it, folks. This is the $5 tournament. We'll see. I'm in first place right now. Ooh, okay. This could be a problem. What does 27 do? He gets out of the way. Everybody else, I mean, this is pretty much a jam, right? Like, what do they do? Excuse me. On the button? Fuck that. So if I lose here. This is just nature taking its course. This is survival of the fittest, Darwinian evolution. Give me a jack. Oh, I don't know. There's just no other way around that. What are you gonna do? I don't mind the way he played it. I understand it, but in my case, what are you gonna do? Fold? Do you think the guy's always got it? Don't think so. If he jammed, I would let it go. Let's see here. Does he call? I'm hoping he just folds. Prefer to just take the blinds. There we go. At least Jack, I understand why I played it that way. It makes sense, but I'm just not going to fold that. Nor this, unless when he bets prior. He jammed, I would probably let it go. I'm hoping 11 just folds so I can just make a standard bet. There we go. Fifth place at the other table was not the most exciting thing I've ever done, but hey, we made money. Can't work out every time. Don't love it, but I will bet. Especially since 5 has a pretty small stack. He's about almost completely in at that point. What does 11 do? Doesn't give me a lot of angles, but let's put him in and see. Nice. Yeah, if you expect to play and like take first every time, I just don't think it's reasonable. It's not poker. It's just not. People are gonna get lucky and catch cards. Hmm. Glad I'm no longer involved. I don't know if I want to wish on a heart. The river. Nah, don't like giving up chips, but not a particularly strong hand. Here I will bet. This is going to be interesting. Oh, come on. God damn it. It's not for half my stack. Uh, I think this is good enough for a bet. Let's see what happens here. 27 gets overly involved. I'm a little more nervous. If he jams, I call. Nice. Why not? Let's take a risk. Let's limp. Let's do it. Let's do the craziness. Now, does 5 jam because of it? No, he does not. Do I think I could pull off a gut shot? Because if I had a 4, would he think I was bluffing with the 2 and the 5 as opposed to the 5 and the 6? And I could still draw another club. You see how the hand starts to look better and better and better? You're like, even though he has an ace? Yeah. But would he have just checked it down with an ace? Maybe not. Let's bet. See what he does. Nice. He lets it go. We win more that way. We're beyond break. And we're back. Let's see what happens. I am not in first place. I am in second place. Another guy at the table, at the other table, has like 8K. So we'll see what happens. Please, no one jam over my head because I'm going to be forced to fold. Number 20, get out of the way, please. Thank you. You jam. Oh well. Just that's life. That's life. I feel like Sinatra. I did it my way. What, are you not gonna call, bro? No, I got an ace. Oops. Good game, man. Out of position with a king. How about I'll give you the 300 chips. Why not? Let's slip one. What's he do? Yeah, it's not too bad. Let's bet. Does he let it go? Give me queen, please. Don't like the king at all. Don't like the ace. I have a big air ball. If you bet it well enough, I'll let you go. Wow. Are you telling me I took this? Are you? Oh my goodness. I cannot believe I took that. And we made the final table. So again, we have to, I think, even get to fifth place to even make money. Like we lose, we don't get anything if we go out too soon. How do I feel about this? Yeah, we'll bet that. Let's see what happens. Hold, hold, hold. Man, open-ended straight draw with an ace? This is ugly. Now what does he do? I'll bet half the pot on this. Nice. I don't really think anything gives me the edge. Yeah, just easier to let it go. Hmm. Ah. Ooh, 5 and a 10. Wow. Wow. Small move at the pot. Uh, Number 7. I would like you, and I promote my taking second place because you're gonna ooh wipe everybody else out at the table. So we just made it to $10. So we made profit. Yeah, 5 players. Now what happens? Because is 7 going to jam all in? And do I want to call with ace 2 suited? You two clowns. I'll call that. No 7. Nice. All right, 4th place. We're doing all right. Let's see how we do here. That is a... Does he go crazy? If he goes crazy, out of position, that's it. Second place is a pretty penny here. Let me see. 9 and a 10. I'll bet on it. See what happens. Really prefer to just take the blinds. If he had any ace, probably, right? I mean, he could have ace 10, but like what's the likelihood? Does he think I have 10-9? Could have any two spades. Yeah. Would like a 2-4-5 flop, please. Maybe I should have bet this. Yeah, I think that's rough. I just don't. I don't think that's good enough. It's probably just a rough shot on his part. I don't think he was necessarily holding premium. I'm trying to outlast 26 and 20. So to give you an idea, I'm in 4th place, or I mean 2nd place technically, but 4th place is 1620, so we're great. 1620 is awesome. 3rd place is 2430, 2nd place is 3510, and 1st place is 4860. If I took 1st place, that'd be the most money I've ever won in a single tournament, I think. Like, period. Ever, to my knowledge. Hmm. I understand why he called. Oh, ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Sevens. Now, does number 7 go completely, absolutely insane? Because if 20 jammed, I would probably call. I'll call that. Now, if he gets overly involved, I could think he had a queen. Nice. Doing all right. Trying to remember. This is one of those things, right? Situational awareness. You always have to remember you've made money. Is it every tournament? Yeah, every tournament I've played tonight, I've made a small amount. 3 tournaments. You add that up over the course of time, and that starts to really add up. It doesn't mean you have to take first in every tournament. You're always happy when you do, and you want to play your best, but if you can cash consistently, that changes the nature of the game. Bankroll management. 20 does not have a knot left. A knot left? I can't speaks. 7 is being aggressive, of course. Ooh, queen and a 5? Ooh. Whoa, that's ugly. All right, well, we went up in the money. King and a queen offsuit? What does he do? I'll call that. I'll check that. Now you're gonna bet to your death? I'll call that. You got a 3? Nope. Hmm. It's like goading him. The safe bet is for him to just call 400 chips. I'm interested to see what he does. Yeah, okay, he just lets it go. I think that's amazing. I think he should have just called. I don't care what 2 cards he was holding with that stack size, I would have called. For 400 chips? And second place here, what is it? 35? Let's see. $35? Man, that's getting to the top of anything I've ever made ever playing poker. Online, I should say. I might have won two or $300 playing in person in Vegas once or twice. Take that back, but online for sure. Ooh, that is a quite a move. I don't know what's going on right here. That is a big pot for those 2 stacks. Somebody is ahead. That is what my situational awareness tells me. Ooh. Ouch. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, if he had actually bet 800, I might have called, but 9-2 offsuit is just super weak. I'd rather wait until I had something a little bit better. Even 9-7. Does he bet? Does he let it go? Yeah, just 2 times. But from the small blind, I'm hoping he wipes out 26, because if I have to battle him from $35 to 48, there's a $13 difference. $13. But I'm pretty brutal heads up. There's a lot of push fold. Let's see what happens. Number 26 doesn't have much left. Good. I didn't have to make a decision. What am I going to do? Queen Jack offsuit. Limp. Not too bad. Does he bet it out? I'll bet half the pot on this. Like probably a 2. Improved. Queen Jack again. Uh-oh. Man, I wouldn't put it beyond him to like limp with a king and a jack or something like that. As long as I don't make some huge mistake here, keep the pot small. He's back down pretty much. The consistent low bets. If he checks, I think I'll just check it down. I don't really want to put more in the pot. This will put me ahead anyway. Yeah. Oh, oh well. Not a super great. I'll put in half. Let's see what happens. If he comes back at me, I'm probably going to bow out. $6K? Would he call with like a king and a 9? I don't put it past him. And with an absolute air ball, ace high, does he bet this? Ugh, king and a 7 suited. Couldn't have picked much of a worse hand for him to call with that flop. Yeah, there's a big air ball. It's just nothing. I was just hoping to catch something at the flop and it just didn't turn out. I hate giving him the chips and the advantage, but does he bet on this? Hoping he gets out of the way. I'd prefer to not be involved with him in this. I make more from second place. We'll see. Call. See what happens. Jam. No 3. Oh, you fucking motherfucker. God damn it. Ooh, that just eats my fucking ass up. Ooh, that just chaps my ass. You guys have a good night. We made the money in all 3 tournaments, but man, that just eats me up. I just think that's just crap. Ugh.